Next, we come to announcements, and I will start on my right with Ms. Howard. Do you have any announcements this evening?
One about an important community meeting on this Wednesday at 6:30 at the Arts Council. The Human Services Commission, along with LALDEF and the Arts Council of Princeton, are having a community meeting to talk about immigration matters and the rights of immigrants in our community. They have a representative from the ACLU coming to address residents' concerns. As we've discussed at these meetings, since the election, there's been growing concern by some members of our community and in the immigrant community about the impact of the election and what that means for them. So we have somebody from the ACLU who's going to be coming, and we'll be doing a Know Your Rights training and explaining what that means. It will be conducted in English and Spanish, and there will also be an opportunity to obtain a community ID. LALDEF will be there offering those as well. That's Wednesday at 6:30, and there's a pre-meeting at 4 o'clock if anyone's interested, where we've invited local leaders to come together to continue the discussions we've been having about how we can all work together to make sure that everyone in our community feels safe. That's obviously, I think, an ongoing interest of everybody here, and so that's 4 o'clock for the pre-meeting at the Arts Council and 6:30 for the public meeting to talk about understanding your rights. Thank you.
And I just had a question, Ms. Howard. I had heard that Human Services was still looking for donors for the holiday gift drive. Is that still true?
That was going to be my report. I've carefully distinguished my updates from my report. But yes, we actually now have 236 children applied for the holiday gift drive from Human Services, which is just a very poignant reminder of the need in our community, children who've applied, children 12 and younger who've applied. And fortunately, since I put out the alarm late last week, we have enough donors, so thank you. So thank you for everyone who donated, especially those who came through at the last minute. But if folks still want to contribute, I'm sure if you called the Human Services Commission, they could help channel that energy elsewhere, because there is so much need in the community. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Miller? Mr. Miller, any announcements?
No announcements.
Okay. Is Ms. Butler still here? Did you have any announcements, Ms. Butler?
Yes. Thank you. On Wednesday night, the 30th, there will be a meeting mostly aimed at the neighbors of the Butler tract, and it will take place in the community room. And I was just checking with Mr. DeShield. Is it 7 or 7:30? Do you know? Yeah. 7? Yeah. I think it's 7 o'clock in the community room.
Okay. Thank you. I just had a couple announcements. The first is that I think there was a break between meetings in October and November where we had a longer stretch. When we moved from November into December, we have 2 meetings back-to-back. So we will be back here with a council meeting next Monday night. Just wanted to remind everybody we're going to meet 2 weeks in a row. Also, there was an email floated around to members of council about setting the reorg date for January. That's tentatively set for January 4th, which is Wednesday at 5 p.m. And I would just, if anybody on council has a conflict with that, please let the clerk's office know, and assuming everybody here is a go, we can get that noticed. 4 at 5. January 4th at 5. And then finally, there's an application online. It's always online, but I just wanted to draw people's attention to it this time of year to apply to serve on one of our boards, committees, or commissions. We do have a new commission for January, the Civil Rights Commission. There's 9 spots on that commission, and we encourage folks to apply for that, as well as other boards and commissions. Every year we have people who come to the end of their terms who want to step off for one reason or another. So please take a look at the list. And we do keep those applications on file for 3 years. Nonetheless, if you've applied and want to resubmit, that is fine too. And we rely on the expertise of the residents in this community. It's something that Princeton's really fortunate to have, and we rely on our boards and commissions to help counsel in our work. So they're important institutions, and we would love to have your help with those. And are there any staff announcements? Nope. Okay. Then we will